Hello and welcome to this webinar on how to make a shape with your photos and also how to make fancy edged photos. So I'm going to just go ahead and just I've got handouts, they'll be on the blog, but let's just go and make a photo so that you can learn the steps on how to do that. And let me just add a photo box. That will be easier. Okay, so we'll bring in a photo, and then you'll go to get your photo the way you want it, zoom in or whatever. Go up to the photo or format photos, and I only use just the one. We're going to have to change this back to frames. Okay, so what I like to do is select the double matte, and I've got a double matte here. I'll make it bigger so you can see it better. Okay, I don't like the colors, but it changes. So the next thing that you would do is select Format and Edit Current List of Frame Effects. Okay, so you'll click on the first flat shadow matte. We'll change it to a shape, whatever shape that you want it to be. Normally I'll just use an ellipse. And then I'll change the color so that it matches. I mean, it doesn't have to match now, but you can just select any color that you want. And the important thing is on this opacity, you need to slide the slider all the way to the left so that it says 0. And then click OK. And it looks kind of square but kind of round. Ignore it. That's okay. Now we're going to move to the second flat shadow matte. We're going to do the same thing and select the ellipse. We'll change our color, and I'm just going to sample a color. So we'll just sample this deep yellow or orange color. Say OK, and then we can slide our slider to be the width that we want our frame to be. Now we have this new thing with relief that if you slide it all the way to the right, it makes it look like it's popping off of the mat. If you go all the way to the left, it looks like it's recessed into a photo frame. So do it however you want to. I'm not going to worry about that right now. And then we'll just click Accept. And there we have our photo. Now, if you wanted to make this photo so that you could use it again, I'm just going to copy it and I'll paste it. So I'll have two of them. Then what you could do, you could create a template and save it and use it. There's webinars on the blog about how to do those kinds of things. But if you want to save this shape so you can use it again, just right-click, say Remove Photo from Frame, and then the photo will go away so that you could use this again. And then we'll just right-click on it again and Save as Content. We're going to save it as an embellishment, and we'll choose the package that we're going to save it in. And I think I'll just put it in, can't remember if I have frames or not. They're all out of order. There's frames. So I'll put it in frames, make sure that it's a ping. And I'm not sure this is going to work, but we'll try it. I should have tested it before the webinar. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Content. I'm going to go to Embellishment. And I'm going to go to my stuff. And I'll go down to Frames. And it will add it to the very last. So I'll just scroll all the way to the bottom. And you could name that whatever you want to name it to. Okay, we'll drag it on. We will go back to Photos, and we will add a picture. Maybe. Nope, that didn't work. So you can't save it. Sorry. So you could save it as a template, though, and reuse it that way. So Anyway, now the next one is to create a, let's get rid of this one, to make a fancy edged photo. So let's just make it the size we want. We'll insert our photo. And again, we will go up to Format Photos. We will do Select, and this little drop-down arrow right here. If you've purchased packages of edges and things like that, all you do is just go into the commercial, click on Edges. You can select any one that you want. Let's do the maple leaf. And there you have it. There's your fancy edged. Then you can also add a heavy shadow. And if you add paper to this, let me go back to the hummingbird collection because that will look real pretty with this. Oh, where did it go? I lost my hummingbird. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's just make this be our background. And there you go. So you've got a fancy edge around your photo. You're able to drag and drop any photo you want on top of that. And so you could change it and do whatever you want with those fancy edges. So I hope you've enjoyed this little short webinar on how to create frames and how to create fancy edged photos. Have a great day. Thank you.